Thank you, Caitlin, and good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for hosting an event such as tonight each year to recognize teachers of the social studies who have clearly done such an outstanding job for the students of this region. I guess I should also make a confession at this point. I had to sneak in one of the back doors. I am not a social studies teacher. I should say that closer to the end. I am an English teacher, but I do have some social studies cred.
And?
I've always liked social studies. I've always done well in social studies. And I married a former social studies teacher. I don't know if she's as happy about that as I am. A few words about my colleague, Lawrence O'Brien. I feel like I could take some of the words from Cassius and Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, however, perhaps with a bit more sincerity. When Cassius says to Caesar at one point, "He doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus." And I think that's how many of us feel at the high school. Lawrence O'Brien, son, brother, husband, father, friend, mentor, advisor, teacher, school committeeman, coach, scholar, and anything else you might be. It really is impossible without knowing Lawrence to sum him up in just a few words. The best way I could come up with was a short anecdote that just came to mind a few weeks ago. The senior class at Belchertown High School does a show each year, a variety show of sorts, and one of the staples of the show is sort of this parody sketch of teachers each year. And it's nice if you can make the cut as a teacher and you like to see which of your faults, foibles, or idiosyncrasies they choose to go after. And this particular year, a number of teachers came out and they were sort of coming out this line and lining up. And one particular teacher came out well late. A number of students who were not playing the roles of the teachers were playing the roles of the students. A number of the students bowed down as this particular teacher came out. Then the kid who was playing Lawrence came out, and all the faculty members bowed down to Lawrence. Certainly, I think it's something that tells you a lot about what you need to know about Lawrence. As I said in the letter of nomination that I was more than happy to submit for Lawrence, his class, it's not about battles, but about battling ideas. It's not about dates, but debates. And it's not about ancient civilizations, but about timeless narratives. I've said this a number of times before, and I'd be happy to say it again. I am really such a great admirer of Lawrence. As I've said, if I were a better teacher, I'd be Lawrence O'Brien. And I can't be any more sincere than I possibly could. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real honor for me to present to you the pride of Belchertown High School, Mr. Lawrence O'Brien.
So I have to say, the worst part about this is I have to follow Steve Vigno. He's probably the most eloquent speaker we have at Belchertown High School. So I just like to frame my expression of appreciation by referring to a unit I just finished in my comparative religion course. We just wrapped up a unit on Buddhism. And there's a neat concept in Buddhism that on the way, on the path that an individual follows to reach nirvana, they have to go through a phase where they understand how dependent they are on everybody else. And I have to acknowledge that receiving this award is completely because I'm so dependent on so many people. First and foremost, my wife, Patty, and my daughters, Rachel, Siobhan, and Kate, who are very forgiving for their father's teacher schedule. And I think as educators, we can all appreciate that. Secondly, phenomenal colleagues who make the day intellectual, insightful, and a lot of fun. Next, students who are willing to go the directions that I want to go, and that they're willing to give me some direction on which we should go. And lastly, my administration, Dr. Judith Poole is here, and my principal, Christine Vigno, couldn't be here, but without them being the leaders that they are, I just couldn't succeed.